It was everything that they said it would be.
So how you feel, Demon?
And that's another thing. Like it's still timing based, you know. And once you get the timing down, it's just like, oh yeah, it just feels like.
Dang.
Are we still there?
Yeah. I feel like what was that movie Leonardo DiCaprio won for fighting the bear?
I know what you're talking about. I forgot when that bear messed him up too.
Yeah, that's how I feel about this game right now. That bear basically knocked me on the floor. It was joking me around.
Hey, he kind of adopted a Native American boy because I think his parents died, and they were like the outcasts and all that. And at one point, he got attacked by a bear, and he was like struggling to live. Blah blah blah.
Struggling to live. The bear broke almost every bone in that man's body.
I think it broke his back mostly, and then also he couldn't speak because I think it bit his neck, something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's almost what the bear in this game does, bro. Oh, it's a mongrel and bandit fight.
Oh shoot! I didn't know it was mongrels in here.
Like, I feel like every time I turn around, something surprises me in this game. Like, to the point that
you end up somewhere like, oh, I don't
know. Don't give yourself away. You're trying to be stealthy. Like that was the best way to do that.
And then some enemies that you kill, or they, you know, if they're in a fight and they survive a little, they start crawling. Oh yeah. You got the button to execute, and they're suffering.
And the suffering.
I'm gonna do probably like a cool cutscene where I watch them crawl, and I just slowly walk up and stab them. Record that. I don't know why. I just feel like doing that one time, but yeah. So like I said, I give it a high 9 out of 10, or 10, like a 9.5. This game is really
They went looking for me and they founded the horn at
like every other game, when you get these DLC armors, how long in this game does this armor last?
Bro, I think I already swapped out my armor.
Don't get me started with DLC and pre-order stuff. God of War.
Man, that thing lasted like what? The first chapter? Maybe even less?
So both those games, man, oh, they drive me crazy. I'd rather you give me skins, man. Give me some skins. I'll take that. At least I can wear the skins longer than I can carry that piece of equipment around.
Man, it's a bunch of games. There's a bunch of games I can't even name that. What's it called? That does that concept, and it's hard, but like, it doesn't make sense. This DLC, it kind of makes sense because again, the weapon without having to search for it and stuff like that. But it's like, why am I paying for this and then in the next like 5 minutes I'm giving it up because it's weaker than the weapon I just found.
I was just mad that it's nothing. Like, I feel like for the future, this new PlayStation 5, if y'all gonna have people pre-order, can y'all please make it so we can upgrade Division? Walking around with a ruthless that can't be upgraded. Come on, y'all gotta give us. Yeah, give us.
They messed us up with that one.
Yeah, y'all gotta give us the ability to upgrade. Like, I don't care if it's not the best of the best, but at least let me upgrade. Why am I gonna pay for, like you said, the DLC or pre-order? Yeah, hyping us up to get the pre-order, and I can't upgrade my pre-order item.
What else did you guys get with the pre-order?
For which game? God of War?
No,
Or
for those.
just
Oh, Ghost. It's armor,
a horse.
horse,
And I
and
think what was it?
and a free. I think it goes on the category of a charm or something like that.
Yeah,
And
Alright,
that
Tron will be worth it.
yeah.
it's a minor defense. It says.
No, but it's worth it, man. I mean, Demon, it's definitely worth it. Like,
This dude, don't be shouting out my government like that.
nah, but it's definitely. First off, this is episode 6. Everybody done know that we already threw each other under the bus already from the previous episodes.
That's if they actually paying attention to that.
Yeah, they're paying attention, bro. Trust me, they're paying
Well,
attention.
the only reason I asked is because I purchased the standard version, which was, you know, the normal 59, and the deluxe, which actually came with most of the stuff you guys had, was 69. So now I'm trying to see if they charge people 10 extra bucks for that one Tron, because you get a horse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get a horse.
I mean, I got a horse.
But yeah, you get a horse, and there's no special like attributes to the horse. It's not faster or anything like that. The only difference is just the color, and it gives you a special saddle for it too, for Stormwind, which is black and gold
bro.
with a little bit of gray.
Not the Stormwind that the description is people fear you when you
Yeah, it says those who see the saddle know that a terrible storm approaches.
Bro, I got that on the mission. You see what I'm talking about? I literally equipped that. They, you know, these companies, man, they do it all the time. That extra 10 bucks times 5 people. Yeah.
Alright,
Not even
alright.
Well, I could say the armor is kinda worth it because it says it's major increase to health, and then it reduces all damage by a moderate amount.
The Samurai Clan armor, right?
The Hero Tsushima armor.
Oh, okay. So, Doc, do you have the Hero of Tsushima armor?
No, because I didn't do the. Well,
That's in the deluxe,
that's in the deluxe. I didn't do
Okay.
that extra 10 bucks.
Okay, so
and that's only the body armor. The helmet and the mask doesn't give you any attributes, but it goes to the whole set, the look.
in Doc's case, man, that is dope. But
Is it worth 10 bucks? That's all I want to know to you guys.
that armor, I already swapped the armor for the Traveler's attire, and then
Yeah,
from the
artifacts of Gilding Wind, Guiding Wind, Traveler clears 10% more fog of war on the map, and controller will vibrate when 30 meters of an artifact.
yeah, and back to what I was saying, if the Hero of Tsushima armor was upgradable, I would probably walk around with that. If I didn't have the Traveler's attire, I'm going straight to Samurai Clan armor.
But you already know DLC armor is never upgradable.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, for the future of DLCs or pre-orders, can y'all give us upgraded gear? If y'all gonna promote, oh, you'll have this armor, that's dope. I appreciate it. But if I'm gonna toss it, like I said, 5 minutes later and never come back to it, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'll just DLC it and get the, like Doc said, get the standard edition and be okay.
Yeah.
Because is it worth that extra 10 bucks, that extra 20, 30 bucks? No, if this is what y'all giving us.
I thought but that's the thing, because that's how they trick you with it, because
Yeah,
with this, they tricked us with the look. It's like, it got gold and all that, and then, like, they just made it look dope.
like
And
the mask that I got on. I probably still got the DLC mask on. It looks fun. I probably still got the pre-order DLC mask on, and that's dope because because there's no other mask, and it looks the dopest out of all the ones that I have. But let them give me a mask that can do something that's worth my combat or collection. I'm trading it because this mask don't do nothing. Just makes me look good.
I'm so mad they gave me the Stormwind, and I'm like 1% through the game when I got it. That's not right. They should have gave me that. Like, I just happened to get it, and you know, when you're playing this early, you're getting stuff you don't even know how and why you get it because you're just playing the game. And when you mentioned it, I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds familiar. But yeah, to Calp's point, you know, hopefully game companies are on notice. I can't blame developers. This is companies. Companies, are you listening? Make the pre-orders work.
Stop robbing us. Because this is that podcast. We will exploit and tell everybody what y'all doing. This is the Game Table Podcast.
Best friend, Ed Boon.
Yeah. Now, don't get me started with him. Want to release 5 people at one time, but then wait a whole year to release Spawn. Let's not do that.
Oh god.
Let's not do that. And then I think they're gonna release more people, and I'm like, oh my god, come on, man. Why is this guy still moving? Well, speaking of PlayStation 5s and the next titles, what games are you guys excited to see for the next gen?
Oh, and Avengers too. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that Avengers. I don't even know how. Like that, the graphics, the mechanics of the upgradable powers and how the powers can link with other heroes and stuff and do like team special attacks and stuff. Amazing.
It's gonna be like Marvel Ultimate Alliance all over again, but just
but 10 times better.
Yes. yes. Like, I'm gonna, you can go, Doc.
No, I wasn't saying. I was gonna just say that I can't wait. That's all I was gonna say.
Shoot, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm a sucker for customization.
Oh yeah, that armor customization for Iron Man's gonna be amazing.
Him and Thor.
Yes. Like those characters, like when you can take your characters that you know that you like and fully customize them. Like, I'm gonna put this on him, and then I think they have the ability to change the color as well. So it's like, oh my god.
You know what I'm most excited about, and it hasn't even happened yet? Black Hawkeye.
DLC or customization?
Yeah, DLC. And just those three, because you know they're coming. Like those 3 guys are definitely coming. And it's I can't wait, because then they're gonna come with different stories, like how Spider-Man had the Black Cat, and then she had her own story. I'm quite sure these guys are gonna come. Oh, and for free. That also.
For free. You go.
Dynamic. I was kind of hurt. I didn't give me another Tomb Raider, but they gave me Marvel, so I'm alright.
Yeah. Hey, I just said we in the same boat. I felt that way about Infamous and the substitute with Ghost. I'm not even mad. But yeah, the Avengers. Oh man, I don't even know where to start with that. Like I said, just the customization. I'm still skeptic about how the game is gonna play out multiplayer wise. Single player is gonna be dope. That's just granted, it's gonna be dope. But I want to know how multiplayer wise, how this, like, they didn't show any gameplay of multiplayer in action. So I'm
They kind of did when they was given the rundown of the power, how they can link together and stuff like that, and they was given the some of the game modes.
What
No,
they
I
did,
believe I think one is like Warzone or something like that. I forgot what it's called.
right? And what they did say it's gonna be more like Rainbow Six, where you can't pick the same character.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, if you're in a lobby, you know, you'll be the first person to pick Iron Man, or you know, you're gonna end up with Black Widow. So that's the one cool thing that they did. You don't want 4 Hulks running around.
Yeah, that'd be so OP.
It's kind of crazy.
No, and that's cool. Okay, what I meant about skeptic about it is, all right. Remember, what's a perfect example to use? Ghost Recon Wildlands. You know how?
I didn't play. Oh, you mean when we played together?
Yeah, Wildlands.
Right.
Alright, you know how if you're doing the story, if I'm doing your story mode, it'll show cutscenes where you're the player of the game is talking to, you know, whoever, right? But in Avengers, from the cutscenes, they said you'll be fighting, and it's like a one-on-one with the boss. So if you're doing the one-on-one with the boss, how does that transpire when you're doing multiplayer? Because if I beat my boss while we're all playing together, but Demon loses, how does
Are you
that?
sure that's how? Like, we're
Like,
not fighting? That sounds kind of weird. That we're
Yeah.
all going to be in the same server, and then all of a sudden it's boss battle time, and we all get split up in 4 different servers.
Yeah, and
That's what they
that's no, I don't. That's what I didn't understand. That's why I said I need to, because they didn't show the game when they first showed the gameplay trailer. Remember, it was Black Widow, and I guess Black Widow was fighting somebody, and then they had the God of War button transactions. I forgot who she was fighting, and I think Iron Man was fighting, and then it switched to Black Widow. But I'm
See,
like,
you had to watch the last trailer, which we refused to watch because we didn't know who the bad guy was, because they did do that. And they had Iron Man and Thor. I don't know if they had a third person, but they both were trying to take down the boss. The boss is in this big force field, and they both were there. You know, there were still minions running around, so somebody had to fight the minions, and somebody was trying to break the force field. So you are in the same server. You just didn't watch the last trailer.
yeah, but okay, but when it comes to when it prompts you to press box or prompts you to press triangle, who's pressing that in that fight?
That's on your screen, though, right? If your TV in your house says press triangle, why would mine? Especially if I'm doing something else.
But that's what I'm saying, because if, like I said, if you're Hulk, I'm Spider-Man, Demons, Black Widow, they're gonna have a cutscene where Black Widow's fighting somebody, but she can't fight the people that's flying because she's not a flyer.
Wait, are you doing a cutscene or gameplay? Because it's 2 different things.
No, I'm talking about the cutscene gameplays. Remember when God of War, right before he chops off somebody's head, it'd be like press box or keep pressing box, almost like the Heavenly Sword.
Oh, fighting like the trolls and stuff.
Yeah. they were saying that only one person is gonna get to that situation. So I'm trying to figure out how does it pick who's in that situation.
It's probably whoever attacks the last, probably.
Yeah, or where you're at the moment. You know, if you're there and say the two of you are fighting the boss, I'm taking care of all the minions, and remember there's a team up because there's also like a team up finisher. So if it tells both of you press triangle circle and y'all do your team up finisher, then that's that. If Donovan or Demon's in the wrong spot, and maybe only your triangle will pop up, do your finisher. It may be situational based on where you're at. I may not even be nowhere near the two of you, so I won't even get prompted. That's my opinion.
Okay. Because at first I thought the characters were limited, but now, like I said, they're showing more and more characters. So, who knows? But the game definitely looks awesome. The customizations has me.
The thing that we also didn't talk about is how they said you can it doesn't matter who picks who, like if there's the same character outside of that game mode of like Rainbow Six, because nobody will make the same hero the same exact way as another person. And that variety, that variety is the best thing, because you can have two Hulks, but then one could be like defense based and the other one would be like overpowering based, like a tank. Like you can have them in different roles and stuff like that, and it'll help out with the mission, making it even better. Well, not flow smoother.
Definitely gives you the option to have more than one. Because I have like more than one build.
Or loadouts.
Yeah, and then also like it definitely gives the user some creativity. That's all most gamers want. I want to do stuff. I want to do this. I can't do that. I hate when games don't let me do that. I want to do that. Now they say, no, you can do that. Yeah. Oh,
I think it really depends on the type of game it is to give you the ability to have multiple loadouts. Like whether it's like
the customization, like how you just said, give you the option to have different types. Maybe you only have one Hulk and you have to keep, you got to go back into your inventory and equip. You may not have 4 loadouts. But at least they give you the option. There's some games, and the games are guilty of this because on launch day they won't have it, and enough people will complain, a la Ghost Recon Breakpoint, where they took away all the AI teammates, and now all of a sudden
they want to put them back in.
11 months later, here come the so it's like, sometimes the consumer is correct. Not all the time, but sometimes the consumer is correct.
Well, they should have never took it out in the first place, for the fact that I think a lot of people liked it more than the people that didn't like having the team. And I think they should have kept it like Wildlands and Future Soldier, in the fact of, you have the team, and then when you play online, they take out the little AI, and then it's just whoever joins your party.
Oh, see?
So like if I joined your party, like with Wildlands, it's just me and you. They don't even like substitute the other 2 slots for AI. It's just us 2 against all the enemies.
To your point, what I never understood about some games, when something's good, just leave it. And then there are games that come out with stuff that's bad, and it's in like every installment of their game. And it's like, but when something is good, it's like, they're gonna take it out. And then, like I said, they want to give it to you again, like they did something, like they did you a favor. No.
No, it's old.
That's
Should
why
have
I
been,
hope
and it should have been here in the first place.
That's why I'm hoping with PS5, like since we're talking about it, like it's so powerful, it's so strong. You're an Xbox fans out there. It's so powerful, it's so strong. I don't want to hear game companies and developers go, "We are limited." Put it in the game, like, damn you, like, like I want dynamic weather in every game going forward.
Some
man.
developers don't in certain senses, and they think that they know everything, but they're supposed to really be working for their consumers. They're not supposed to be working for themselves in the sense of, oh yeah, let's do this because this will make us a whole bunch of money. Well, they think it's gonna make them a whole bunch of money, but it actually doesn't. It makes people mad and not want to get the game or sell the game, and now you losing money. And the fact of you just like messed yourself up
That's
trying
fine. So
to.
it's pre-orders.
Well, I think it depends on what's it called. I think it depends on the game if I pre-order or not. If I see trailers, like a whole bunch of what's it called, a whole bunch of like gameplay videos from developers or whatever, giving you certain aspects of it. Like besides the story, like I don't want to really fully know about the story. I want to play the story for myself. I just want to know about the mechanics of the game, like how does certain things work. If it's a game like Avengers, like what powers can I get? How can I tweak them? Stuff like that. Like don't give too much information, but give enough to like grab my attention for that pre-order.
So you know, they should start doing. They should go back to the days of most AAA games should release demos. I don't think
Yes.
True.
And some do, or if not a demo, the beta. Give us the
And I think betas are mainly for games like, let's say, Anthem, Destiny, Division, stuff like that, where it's multiplayer online.
They want to
You can't
test their
really-
servers, right?
Yeah, test the servers and see like, oh, is this gonna crash with this amount of people, stuff like that? Is it gonna start lagging? But yeah, because like, well, let's say like Assassin's Creed, they can't do a beta with that because it's mostly a story mode based game. So giving that a beta would just be like, what is the point? I might as well not even get the game because I might beat the game in this beta before this game even comes out.
So then that's when you just have that level 1. What game did that? Because only Wildlands. I remember Wildlands did that, and because I remember playing Wildlands, and you was only able to level up to level 7.
Oh
You
yeah,
were able to do, I think, one main mission and like
Fauna did the same. Fauna did the
was
same
it
thing.
Wildlands or Breakpoint?
Wildlands.
I thought Breakpoint had the beta. Yeah,
Fauna,
Breakpoint did have the beta.
Fauna did that. Fauna did that. Destiny did that. They was just like play the beta or whatever like that, and they maxed out the level so that when you got the game, you wasn't at the highest level. They just capped you at a certain level, you know.
But that's why I mentioned Destiny, because Destiny games like Destiny like should have betas. Like it makes sense. For Honor does make sense. It is an online multiplayer game, but it doesn't have like Destiny Anthem where it has multiplayer story mode where you can pass by people that are not in your team and stuff like that, and do these what's it called? Do these side mission events.
Yeah, like I said, just, you gotta have one word. your first level, you know, minimal enemies, because they really just testing server strength and they want to get feedback. But they should let people play the game more often. Lately, I noticed very few games are allowing us to play the game.
And a
New
lot of,
comes out. Oof.
and then you got a lot of games like Anthem 360 and ended up subtracting a lot from the original beta. Talking about, oh, okay, we're trying to fix the servers. You fixed the server and the loading screen, but then you took away all the graphics.
See, that's another thing that sucks. Like things like, let's say, Anthem, GTA, and I can't put my finger on other games, but their loading screens are like way too long, and it's like at one point, you like with Anthem with the beta, you'll think the game froze. Anthem did freeze with the betas, which was horrible. It's like, how are you doing that? And it's great that it happened in the beta and that's a real game, but it's just like, why is this happening at all? Really?
No, it's perfect. That's the perfect time it should be happening. It should be
That's what I'm
happening.
saying.
It should be happening in a demo or a beta than the actual launch of the game. Like all of that. That's the whole purpose of a demo or a beta. The demo is for you to, you know, try, see how you like it. Beta is, yo, we're testing this, we're pushing this envelope. We need your feedback before we tweak it. You know. So yes, fix all of that, and you know, so that the final product is ready for release.
It's great that it happened in the beta and not in the game, but I think in the release, I think it still was happening from time to time,
But not as bad.
It's not as bad, but it still is happening. It's like it took them a while to fix that problem. And I'm like, this is something that should have been fixed from the start. Like you knew that this was happening. And it took, I don't even know how long it took them, but it took a while. And it's just like,
It's taking them to 2022. Man.
Bro.
The first product.
No, and lastly, and we're gonna get off of Anthem. Yeah, they straight. We get on, just for the fans, we get on them so much because it was a great idea. It was a great dope game until you beat it. Then after that, it fell apart, and it's just like we expected so much, and then y'all keep on doing updates, but y'all not giving us more to do. Y'all just giving updates for a game that's already beaten. Add to it. Give us some more content to do. If we're gonna get more strongholds and more of this, give us a reason to do the strongholds. You know, you get this kind of loot, you get this kind of loot. You wasn't even doing that.
Yo,
And then I'm trying to talk over him because he's violated. But yeah, then you say you was gonna give us 2.0. When you gonna give us 2.0? Because it looks like you're gonna. It looks like y'all gonna make a whole new game on the PlayStation 5. If y'all are allowed to, y'all gonna make a new game on the PlayStation 5 and then charge us for. Because
I want my money back, and then I'll buy your second game.
Yo, for real, like I'm not buying it. I'll let other people buy it, and I'll let 1,500 ratings come out before I touch that game.
Man, let me refund the first one, trade it in.
And it has to come out free, because for the simple fact, or give us a code or something that we can put in the PlayStation 4 for it to link onto the the Sony store.
unless they say download your version
Yes.
and then they upgrade, yeah, and then they upgrade it. So it'll be like a proof of purchase.
Yeah,
So,
something to
yeah.
that effect, because there's no way. First off, your advertisement said that there's gonna be javelins, not 4 javelins. Y'all gonna have a lot of javelins, and then y'all only did 4, and 1 is just a balanced default, so you only get 3 additional javelins. So
The
that's that.
struggles.
So
Like,
2.0 better be like a major upgrade, like a No Man's Sky upgrade.
would you believe that those guys actually are coming out with another to
No
their
Man's
credit,
Sky.
another free update, another free update. Like they actually, I think they just like feel bad for what they're doing.
Yeah, all right, and okay, but what is the free update including? Oh, better
No,
graphics, no loading
no,
screens.
no. But see, you're getting a whole different type of game. You're getting more. It's like a whole different world or something. More exploration, more traveling. So you know, it's actually worth.
But okay, so if that's the case, then that's 2.0. That's the 2.0 package. That 2.0
Oh, you talking about
package.
for No Man's Sky?
We talking about No Man's Sky or Division or Anthem?
No, he said No Man's Sky, so that's when I said that they're coming out with a third update, a
Oh,
third upgrade. So it's like,
well, see, and that's dope, because that means you recognize y'all messed up, or the game that y'all first pushed out was not up to par. Let's fix it and give back to the people that actually love our product or wanted to love our product.
free too.
Yes, and that's what I'm
So
saying. That's what Anthem, listen, y'all should do, because y'all gave us the start of a dope invention. Like, that's dope. Whether if y'all continue to make it great, or somebody piggybacks off of it and go, okay, they broke the boundaries with this, let us try to make something better out of it.
the
You
evil
know.
empire is not going to let it be free. I can tell you that right now. I already know it. I'll be surprised if the evil empire allows you to play that game for free. They know good at all.
And in that case, I feel like people should, gamers should know. All right, like the NFL community, they're gonna like most of the people are gonna boycott it, because this last NFL is not up to par.
It's clear roster.
So if I feel like and this is why we do the podcast, to inform our game community, so that they are they're aware. We're fed up with them robbing us,
Yeah.
and we're gamers too. Like, we love this, we love that, and we gotta give the flowers to to the people that do good. Like, the people that actually go out there and work, and their work ethic and the company that's behind them are for us. We're gonna give you that feedback. Like, y'all tried and y'all doing y'all best, and we appreciate it. But the rest of y'all that's just out there like, oh, let's just take this out, put this in, put a band-aid on it, and charge them $70, because that's the new thing, because the new systems out here, we're gonna get charged $70 now for games. Y'all gonna charge us more for games. We better see why we getting that extra $10.
Have you ever noticed that it's always most of the time these indie companies that are like posting everything they want, let the player play, and these big AAA companies are AAA for a reason. They got this marketing thing down pat. Take some cash. And they'll buy the next installment anyway. Because let's face it, even though, you know, there are players like me that are not buying that, and there's still 10,000 people that's going to buy it anyway. I'm like, why?
And those people in that situation, we don't want to hear, oh, I bought this and it wasn't this, that, and the third, because everybody knew it before it released. Everybody was saying it. Everybody's talking about it. If you ain't hit, then I'm sorry for you not paying attention. But everybody knows that they even said it, that they're not gonna do too much.
I think a lot of people buy games just to buy games, don't watch trailers, gameplays, or anything like that, and then decide to get mad when the game is not good. But then they do it to themselves.
Like I said, like certain games, especially from that PlayStation trailer, there's a few games that's on there that it's not my cup of tea.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, there's a whole bunch. I'm not gonna buy any of those that's in that bunch and then be like, oh my god, this game is trash. This is the worst money that I've spent. I'm not gonna do that to myself.
I do love how they're giving Miles Morales his own game finally. It took long enough.
But how long has he been a character?
He's been a character for years in the comics.
Okay. And how many Spider-Man games has they came out with?
They had a lot.
Since they released him as a character?
Look, dude. Like, you probably just know him because of Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse movie. But dude, he's been out years before that movie even came out.
Okay, but I asked how many games came out since.
He was been out since 2011.
Okay, so now how many Spider-Man games? Now how many Spider-Man games came out since 2011?
Okay, let's see. They have Amazing Spider-Man. In 2011, they had one. Spider-Man: Edge of Time.
2.
They had another Amazing Spider-Man. I think it's Amazing Spider-Man 1. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. One is 2012, one is 2014.
3.
Then, what else is there? Of course, that last Spider-Man that just came out, Spider-Man that they just made. Spider-Man Unlimited, 2014.
5.
2000.
Marvel. Well, if you're talking about Spider-Man by itself, then yeah, those are the ones. But they also had like Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah. So it's like four games, not Demon.
Yeah, but
within those
years apart.
Yeah, but no,
he has not been mentioned in any of them.
Okay, but now out of all 4 of those, how many dope Spider-Mans or like big name Spider-Man games?
You played it more than I did.
Let's face it, he can't be in the first ones, alright? So now you got 2, 3, and 4. Right? The second one actually, because Shattered Dimension, no, I'm not gonna count Shattered Dimension. At the time was first, and then Amazing Spider-Man, when that came out in 2012, so that's the very next year. And then this third one didn't come out until 2014.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
you can't.
So which one do you want to put them in? Because you got to eliminate the first one, then you only got 2.
Yeah.
But
And
that's a whole what 6 years?
you thinking about
No,
years
I said
apart?
2011, 2014.
No. But Doc,
Alright, he's
hard. Like he just want Miles to have his own game. Period. No, you can't do that. You have to
I would
introduce.
say
You
that
have
because
to.
he should have been recognized.
No, but the thing is, Demon, Spider-Man had to get recognized first.
Yeah, exactly.
Spider-Man's been recognized for a while.
No.
I don't even want to hear that.
In a
Video
game, in a video game.
In the video game, he's had his own video games before 2011.
Oh my God, you're not listening, Demon. Okay, put it this way, the Spider-Man movies that they came out with, right? How many restarts did they do?
Alright, they had Spider-Man 1 through 3 with Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
They had the Ultimate Spider-Man or the Amazing Spider-Man with that dude that I do not like that they did was used as the actor with the Lizard. He had 2.
Yeah,
Lizard, and then they had the one with Electro. And then the last reboot with Tom Holland.
Exactly.
So he didn't have his own movies until a while.
Okay, but this is what I'm trying to tell you. They're trying to get the perfect recipe. If you get you got to start with the original Spider-Man. You got to have the perfect recipe with either the exactly. So just like I said, when they get the perfect story, the perfect cast, the perfect everything works well, everybody's loving it and they're pouring their money into it, they're like, okay, let's make a part 2, make a part 3, and then you'll get the Miles Morales. This Spider-Man did that. Everybody loved it, and they was like, even though it was somewhat short, but everybody loved it. It was the perfect Spider-Man game. And when was the last time you could say I played the perfect Spider-Man game? Exactly. The fact that you made that sound is the reason why Miles Morales didn't get a game.
At the time, it was dope.
Okay, so alright, so okay, so now listen. Now the way Edge of Time started to it, and did you beat it?
I beat most of it, but the parts that I did beat was actually dope.
Yeah, but you didn't beat the game. So the fact that you didn't beat the game means that it wasn't 100% dope.
No, I didn't get a chance to. I forgot what happened.
From that year you bought it to now, you still didn't beat the game. And
yeah, because I didn't get it again. I think it was on PlayStation 3. I don't have PlayStation 3 anymore. Can't do that.
But he's saying when you did have it, because if you really liked it, you would play it and you would say, I gotta end this game.
I tried. I forget. Like I said, I forgot what happened.
Exactly. You forgot how it was not a dope game, which is why you didn't beat it.
Man.
Because like I said, had you would have beat it, you would have seen that wasn't a game to let's go branch off and do a Miles Morales story to it.
Alright, did you beat it?
No, because it wasn't a dope game. Why would you even ask me that?
Alright, whatever.
I played Web of the Shadows. Did not really like that.
Dope.
I didn't really like it.
Especially the villains. I like Kraven the Hunter in that one.
Kraven the Hunter was in the beginning of the game, bro.
Alright.
Did you beat that?
Doesn't matter where he was.
Did you beat that?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, could they put Miles Morales in the end of that?
End of it, like a cutscene.
If they had to make a part 2, could they make a Miles Morales story where he's the hero?
Well, they could have, because Web of Shadows has all.
Yeah, I'm not
It
having this
had the
conversation.
major Spider-Man. It had
Nah,
regular Spider-Man. It
nah.
had Spider-Man 2099. It had Spider-Man Noir. Like, what are you talking about? Like, how you gonna do that and then not have Miles Morales?
I think that was a Peter Parker in Web of the Shadows. Not a Miles Morales.
But all right, you say it's Peter Parker, Web of Shadows, but in the movie, it was all Peter Parkers basically in different universes and Miles Morales.
Bro, it wasn't Peter Parker.
Peter Parker was the secondary character. All the Spider-Mans were Peter Parker, basically.
No, they wasn't.
Except for one.
No, it was Miles Morales, there was Peter Parker, there was Spider-Girl, and then there was Spider-Pig. Those are not Peter Parker.
Spider-Pig is Peter Porker. He's basically Peter Parker.
Nah, but Spider-Girl wasn't Peter Parker.
That was the only difference.
And
Well,
Miles Morales.
Everybody had Peter Parker or some type of Parker name.
Bro.
Because they were branched off from him.
Bro.
It's different universes.
How you gonna have Miles Morales and Spider-Girl and then say that they're all Peter Parker?
They're all Peter Parker except for those two.
Alright, you know what?
Those are the only two that weren't Peter Parker. Everybody else is Peter Parker in other universes.
I like the graphics on Horizon Zero Dawn, and I can't wait to get my hands on that. Oh man.
And Miles Morales gotta get his own game. Dude, got his own TV show.
Or his own movie.
Action figures, do something for your own. You know, we're gonna have another episode, ladies and gentlemen, because we're gonna let Demon sit there, and I want him to come up with a plot, a synopsis, a villain, and a reason why Miles Morales have a movie.
Alright. I can do that.
I want to hear and like, you know.
Yeah. Because until that day.
I don't know if he got any villains. So,
Man, what you? Oh my God.
Yo, he about to name Peter Parker
He's gonna name all
villains.
Peter Parker villains.
So yeah, have him fight that. He can fight Venom and Green Goblin.
Even though he does have similar villains, I'm not gonna name the exact villains that Peter Parker has. I'm gonna name Miles Morales' villains.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna save that for another episode.
I can't wait for this.
Like, back to what I was saying, you know, my girl, Horizon Zero Dawn, she all growing up.
Oh, Horizon, what was it?
Aloy.
Aloy
Forbidden West. Oh man, bro, I can, like, after playing the DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn, I can only imagine what they're gonna have us fighting. Like, they had me with
that stuff in the DLC for free.
I'm gonna fight you. Them big warlord elephants. That's gonna be it. That's
the Mastodon.
Yes, those are gonna. I can see those are gonna be a problem. I wonder if they're gonna have more robots where you can interact and ride. Like, alright, she's older now, so she's got to be able to ride a saber-tooth. Like, let me ride a saber-tooth for.
I thought she could already. Just not for long.
No, she can never ride a saber-tooth. She was only able to ride the non.
I forgot what's the closest thing to it that she could ride. It's like a saber-tooth but smaller or something like that.
No, she can only ride the dares and the longhorns.
Man, I don't want to hear that. I need some proof on this.
What you mean you need some proof of it?
I could have sworn she could ride. Well, not almost everything, but things besides the deers.
She can take over, not ride. She can take over. She can take over almost anything in that game. Once you get your level up, she can take over anything in that game, except for the corrupted. but to ride and adventure and fight, no. And that's what I'm saying, that she should be like, I hope they put that in this one where she'll be able to ride and you know, run around, because I want to ride a saber tooth this game coming.
No, they're probably gonna make it mad hard for you to even do that.
Or have the bird, the Thunderbird. I want the Thunderbird to pick you up, bro.
I hate them things.
Yes, I do, but I want her to be able to fly. Like, instead of fast traveling, capture one of those and fly. But then I might take it back, because that game was mad big, so I might still want the fast travel, but I still want to be able to fly. Like, give me that.
The fact that she's gonna be able to swim is gonna be
Oh, bro, she was able to swim last game, but the waters was not underwater, because you didn't want to go. You didn't want to. You don't want to go underwater. You didn't want to go underwater, because anywhere where you could have went probably underwater, the lockjaw was there, and I see in this game, she's just swimming side by side with lockjaws, and I'm just like, oh, she grew, bro. Like, she got that control where she could just swim without them wanting to kill her. Like, that's dope. And like I said, after playing the DLC, cause did either one of y'all play the DLCs?
No, I just seen the robot enemies. I didn't play it. I remember we was talking about it, how there was like a bear, I believe, like a giant wolf, I think.
Yeah, bro, I played it and beat it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I knew of it. Like, I just knew what was gonna be in it. I just never got the DLC and played it.
I'm just gonna tell y'all, it's the DLC is like 2.0. Like, you start your whole everything, your armor, your weapons don't mean nothing. It's like you gotta upgrade all over again. And this is coming for you after you can take down Thunderbirds with no problems. You go up the mountain to the DLC part of the map, and they are smacking you. Well, they're smacking you around like you nothing. Like, I was sitting there like, what is going on? Like but it's I really can't wait for that. What are y'all excited about?
Godfall.
He's a Godfall guy. Go for it.
Godfall. Godfall, I really like the graphics for one. That's something that really dragged me into it. Like Ghost of Tsushima. Like, besides like the way that they made the characters look, like the colors that they used and the scenery, stuff like that, like they really put a lot of effort into that. And I think they only did that really because PS5 next gen tech. You got new graphics cards and stuff like that. You gotta show off the graphics somehow, like the power of the graphics card and the processing and stuff like that. You gotta show it off. If you don't show it off, there's something wrong with you. Like, I would want to show off something new the best way I could. But besides that, Godfall to me is like Elder Scrolls, but its own little unique, its own little my god, but its own little unique game. Like, you know, there's a whole bunch of Elder Scroll type games, fantasy, blah blah. You fighting dragons, fighting monsters.